A very good morning to us all. Professor Chair, our special guest of honor, Nanan Kwantakesihini, our invited dignitaries, CEO, Kofanoche Teaching Hospital, representative of Pro Vice Chancellor, Head of Behavioral Sciences, Prof. Sister Owusu, and Sam, Dean of School of Medical Sciences, Prof. Nchikusi. All protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen. It's with great pleasure and profound excitement that I stand before you today as we embark on this journey of Mental Health Awareness Month. Today we have dubbed the month-long celebrations the Purple Month. As some of you will know, purple is a blend of red and blue. And this shows how mental health seeks to bring some calmness to the raging minds of our patients. Again, purple represents royalty. It represents wealth. And we want to share with you today that your mind's wellness is your greatest wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this month-long celebration is movement, moving more for our mental health. This theme underscores the connection between physical activities and our mental well-being. Figuratively too, moving more for our mental health is a call to action. It's a call to all of us to take practical steps to ensure we all maintain good mental health. Throughout the Purple Month, the psychiatric unit at Kath and the behavioral sciences department at KNUST with all our collaborators will focus on enhancing the understanding of mental health issues, would aim at diminishing stigma surrounding mental health, and then we hope to promote mental health and foster mental well-being in a proactive approach to emotional health and cognitive agility. I urge each one of you to fully participate in all activities, and I will share some of them. We are dedicating this week to the lunch as well as a lot of our awareness on various social media platforms. In the week 2, there will be a community outreach at Bantima Market where we want to target our mothers, screen them for mental health conditions, and be able to give them appropriate support. During the week 2, we would also go to the Kath antenatal clinic as well as the child welfare clinic, hoping to catch mothers at these places and also screen them and give them some mental health education. In week 3, there will be a webinar which will focus on maternal mental health, and it is dubbed Moving More for Maternal Mental Health to commemorate the coming Mother's Day. During the week 4, there will be a health walk as well as screening there'll be a health walk both in the various streets in Edum and also at KNUST campus. And would also embark on an inter-schools debate where we will let secondary school students debate on challenging topics in mental health. There'll be a public forum also at the Great Hall, which will be chaired by the Lady Julia Osetutu in conjunction with Eve Medical Foundation. The last week, we have decided that we'll take care of ourselves. And that week will start with group therapy for all mental health providers. We want to make sure that we take care of ourselves before we take care of others. During the last week, there will be what we have dubbed the Mental Health School. Those who participated last year, I'm sure you all enjoyed it. This year, we bring your way again the Mental Health School, which is open to the general population. There will be talks on emotional intelligence. There will be talks on mental well-being. And then we'll be given the chance to go through relaxation therapy and an art and sit therapy session so that by the time we are done, we are all rejuvenated mentally. On the Friday, we will not forget our Muslim brothers and sisters who will be at the Central Mosque to also do a mental health talk and some screening. Saturday, we know the Adventists go to church. We have selected one SDA church to also give a mental health talk. And we'll crown everything with a grand Thanksgiving service at ICGC Trinity Temple, the church that has adopted the psychiatric ward. Thank you all very much. And I want to take the opportunity to acknowledge all our collaborators. KNUST Wellness Center, thank you very much. The KNUST Counseling Center, the Office of the Pro Vice Chancellor, Ghana Health Service, and the Mental Health Authority, Psychiatric Association of Ghana, and then Psychological Association of Ghana. Thank you all so much. We hope that this month-long celebration will be worth it.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Nana, welcome. I take cognizance of the presence of the deans of the School of Medical Sciences and the School of Public Health, Professors Nchikusi and Professor Newton. I've also seen my senior and good friend representing the Regional Director of Health Services, Rita Lassen-Radioff. And then a board member, Reverend Sister Professor Emily Ouswansa. I'm sure I got the order right. And I am particularly excited today because it appears to me that the fight that was embarked on by a father and a teacher in the person of Professor Yao Osei has borne fruit today. I think a round of applause is in order. I was privileged to have been taught by him, and I know what he stands for. And I'm sure that as he sits and watches the program progress, he would be thinking about then, several years ago, when it was even a struggle for him to put together a department that would be recognized by the School of Medical Sciences. I'm particularly excited today as well because in the past, the thinking was that anybody who dared visit the psychiatric clinic was somebody who was, for want of a better word, insane. But I have come to realize, and I'm sure I speak for many of us, when I say that the issues of mental health are very pervasive and go beyond what we used to think was what should draw people to the psychiatric clinic. I have absolutely no doubt that given the programs that have been outlined by the very hard-working head of the unit, Ruth, and her team, at the end of the month, anybody who had doubts about the central role mental health plays in our body politic would have had a renewal of mind. I pray that even as we go through these programs, any of us who at any point realizes the need for him to pay a visit to the clinic will do so without fear of being stigmatized. I look forward to a very good program. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you very much, and I'm here to represent the Provost of the College of Health who could not make it. Standing on all the existing protocols, I bring you greetings from KNUST. I'm very happy with what Professor Oshadai Mensah said because Professor Yaosei taught me as well. And I came to first year in 1987. Yes. And the following year, I was in second year, that's 1988. He taught me behavioral science. And those days I was so fascinated by him because he was very humorous. And those days there weren't really lecturers who were humorous. So whenever he came and spoke to us with such humor, I really appreciated him. So it's good to see your teacher here today, and for all the good work he's done, I want to say thank you. And I'm sure I'm not the only one saying thank you. Now, the other interesting thing which has happened is that I see people who greet me and they say prof, and I don't even recognize that, I don't even know who they are. But that's the lot of a teacher. So many people can see you, they recognize you, but you cannot because there are so many. So what I do is that whenever they greet you, I say, hello, how are you? Then after I say, I can't even remember. But that's the lot of a teacher. Mental health issues are very distressing for the sufferer. And anything which can be done to alleviate the suffering they go through must be lauded. Because sometimes we stigmatize people with mental health issues, not that sometimes, oftentimes, we stigmatize those with mental health issues. And yet, if we were to be in their shoes to see what they're going through, you realize that it's not easy at all. So this program, I think it's extremely important to bring to the fore the fact that just as we can have other illness in other parts of the body, you can also have mental health issues, and there's a need to seek help, and you'll be helped. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Professor Chair, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. So I'm not the regional director. My name is Rita Larsen-Reindorf. I'm the Deputy Director, Clinical Care for Ghana Health Service. And I bring you greetings from the Regional Director, Dr. Emmanuel Tinkrine, who is in Accra and unable to be with us this morning. But our message is that the Ghana Health Service is very happy to be a part of the launch of the Mental Health Awareness Month. As you all know, the service envisions a healthy population for national development. And we all have learned the definition of health to say that it's a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not just the absence of disease. But we realize that oftentimes we neglect the mental and the social aspects. So we have several people who are grappling with psychosocial challenges that undermines their ability to perform to the best of their abilities. And amongst these people are the health workforce. So I was happy when the CEO, Prof. Adai Mensah, threw the invitation that we should take advantage of the screening that will be offered. Because among the seemingly healthy work staff, even amongst us sitting here, are people with personality disorders. Some abuse substances. Some may have emotional distress. And this may be resulting from chronic medical conditions or poor family, work, and personal relationship issues. There are also concerns that come as people age or are about to go on pension. And so mental health is very, very paramount. And it is for this reason that we are happy to be associated with this Mental Health Month that is going to create awareness. Mental health is the lifeline of our existence, and it is very important that we create awareness about this. So this year, even as we celebrate the Purple Month, I want to encourage all of us that we all move more for our mental health. Thank you very much.
Good morning to all of us again, and respectfully, all protocol duly observed. My only comment is that I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here, and I'm grateful that we are all here to be a part of this very important celebration, the launch of the month dedicated to our mental health. When I was asked to say something earlier during the planning for this, we had come up with posters and sort of flyers to sensitize the public. One thing I said there is what I'm going to share here, that we can be kind to people with mental health issues because it's not contagious. And sometimes we shun them because we think just by mere association we may become like them. But the reality, as one of us rightfully pointed out to us, is that all of us sitting here have issues. And there's actually a thin line between sanity and insanity, or somewhere in between, whatever is in the in-between. So my message is that let us strive to be kind to people who have mental health issues, be they people in our families, or our colleagues, or even people that we don't know, because we've not walked in their shoes before to know what they go through. And we ourselves, given the same deck of cards, may be in the same position. So thank you very much, and I'm glad to be here.
Nanano, all protocols are observed, and I'm also excited to be here. I remember in 1999, when I was a service person at K University, and I was put at the K University Counseling Unit. I had to work with Prof. Osei, with Dr. Nsayamwa, the late. And so it's always an excitement when we see, or I see Prof. Osei, because through him, I came to realize that mental health is no respecter of persons. It can happen to anybody. It's a state of being, and so no matter how you feel you are, if you are not careful or take the things that happen to you into consideration, if you ignore a lot of things, you might go to the other side. I always say that there is always a thin line between the normal and abnormal. When you are swinging to the other side, if you are not careful, you may not see it. So, Prof, thank you again. I say, and which I always say, that combating mental health is a collective effort. And for this program, it is one of the programs that I'm so excited about, because we have the clergy, we have Nananum with us, we have academia, and we are working with the radio stations or media. And so mental health, as we've already said, is a movement, is unstoppable, and we are all moving for our mental health. And so it is a collective effort. So let's all come together and achieve. Let's not look down on anybody. As we've all mentioned, stigma is something that shouldn't be part of what we consider when we are looking at mental health, because you never know the next day where you find yourself. I remember that it's been, I was in the office some time ago, and for the fact that a lot of things were happening, I almost forgot something that I had to do. And I told myself, you need to calm down. You need to take your time. Because if you push too much, you might end up, and you will not know when it's happening. So together, we are moving forward for our mental health. And I wish we have a good program, and the impact will be great. Thank you.
If you listen to professors, doctors, and pastors, you are now going to listen to the traditional ruler. So that is the difference. They are professors. They are doctors. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professor. I'm a traditional ruler. I will do my best. Professor was saying in the chair this morning, I think I want to use this to describe him. And Penifo say, and Tomagua, Rebecca said she would Rupunda. And Tomago, Rebecca said she would Rupunda. All the professors said he taught them when they were in school. But if you see him today, you can't recognize him. So, Prof, we thank God that what you started long time ago, you are still alive and you are seeing things for yourself. I will beg for permission and stand on all the existing protocols. Because I'm also happy today that I've seen my former director, Dr. Randolph. He was my director at the Regional Health Directorate. I've now retired, but he's still my director. Metro Director, Takosia, you are also here. They helped me when I was in the service. So anywhere I meet them, I have to show my appreciation. It is with greatest pleasure that I stand before you here today at the launch of the 2024 Mental Health Awareness Month, aptly dubbed Purple Month globally. Purple is commonly associated with royalty, and indeed, the head is where, I'm talking about this head, it's where crown is worn. I am happy to see health workers, community members, policymakers, and other key players in our society come together for this cause. Despite the fact that mental health has been neglected for so long, it is a fact that there's no health without mental health, because without a sound mind, the rest of the body suffers. This makes the celebration of today, and indeed the rest of the month, vital to me and everyone here. The theme for the month's celebration is movement, moving more for our mental health. Moving more for our mental health. Indeed, we are at a time where technology has made life so easy. We are moving and doing less with cars, phones, and the internet, promoting a lifestyle with very little physical activity. With these things, this does not affect our physical health, with diseases such as hypertension and stroke becoming more common, but also our mental health. Indeed, the benefits of exercising for health of the mind and the body cannot be overemphasized. And I commend the Mental Health Authority, the Psychiatry Unit at Komfanoche Teaching Hospital, the Behavioral Sciences Department at KUST, and their collaborators for this initiative to create awareness about mental health and how to protect it. While 1 month may not be enough to make up for the many years of neglect that the mental health for our people has suffered, it is certainly a remarkable point in our journey of restitution. This month, we will take more steps towards a time when mental disorders will be seen as no different from other medical illnesses, and the stigma against people with mental disorders will be long behind us. Why do we have to shun their company? It can be your brother, your sister, or your father. Somebody has malaria. We visit him or her. Somebody has mental disorder. We share him or her company. Why? You can make it. I can make it. The change. We have to change our behavior, because one day, it will come to your doorstep. So as we are gathered here today, I encourage everyone to participate wholeheartedly and support the activities of the month, especially the ones which involve movement, which is our underlying theme. We should not move only today or this month, but we must make it a habit to continue physical exercise and self-care even beyond this period. Before I continue, I humbly invite all my respected dignitaries on the high table to join me here so that I say what I want to say. So, Prof, kindly forgive me. I have invited you because I'm a traditional ruler. With the support of these important dignitaries, I hereby declare the Mental Health Week Awareness Month duly launched in Ghana.